The rich text allows you to display multiple and different text styles within the same row, like here. And like you can see, we can highly customize them. Into rich text, you can also integrate links. For example, if I click here on this email, then he will go up to this email where we can type an email to a person. Or if I click here on this link, then he will go up into our browser and he will open a web page within the browser. If you are new here, subscribe to my channel and make sure to watch this video till the end. Let's get started here within our build method, and here inside we create a method which is called buildHello, and here we want to create our first Hello World example. And therefore you simply call here this rich text widget, and here inside you set then the text property where we set a TextSpan inside. And then you have here this children property where you can set different text spans inside. And now what we want to do is to add here one text in the color of green and the other one in another color. And we also want to have here different text styles, so this has a bigger font size. And therefore you simply add here within the children property a text span, and then you can set here the text inside, and you also can set here text style. And if you don't set here text style, you don't see it because the text span has by default a white color, and therefore you need to set here a text style and put here at least a color of black or some other color inside. And then you have here this first text, and you can also make it bigger if you like. And with one text span, the rich text doesn't make sense because you can also take here the normal text widget. Therefore you add here also next to it another text span. And this time you can add another text, and you also can give it here a different text style. So this time we want to give it here a color of red and a different font size. And now you see we have here a rich text, which means that we have a text with different styles. And within this children list, you can also add here more text spans if you like. So you can put here many things inside. And always if you want to have here some space between them, then you simply add here a space in your text widget, and then you also have here the space, and you can also add here some more space if you like. Now we want to create a second method for a second variant, and therefore I create again a text rich widget, and here inside we put again a text span inside. However, last time we have put here directly the children property inside. However, the text span also has here directly the text, which you also can set, and you can also put here directly the style inside. And then it will look like this. And within the children property, you can then set the other text spans, and all of these text spans will then inherit all of the style attributes of the text style of the parent widget. I will show you exactly what I mean with this. Therefore, I create here another text span and I give it a text and also a style. And then we have here two texts with different colors. And now the interesting thing is if I add here to the parent a different font size, for example, then also the child widget will inherit the same font size. So I change it here now to 20, and I also can change it here to 28. And now you see that this text span takes the same attribute of the parent widget. This means also if I don't supply here a red color, then it will also take this green color from the parent widget. However, if you have here something in the parent widget and you also set it in the child widget, then always the child widget will override it here with the color which you have supplied here. And obviously the same would also work for other things, so you can also override here the font size, for example, which I have defined already here. So you have here a lot of possibilities. And we can also add here a font weight to our parent widget. And you see then that the child widget also gets this font weight in bold. Sometimes you also want to add smileys to your texts, and this is also pretty easy. So I go to the children property and here I add another text span, and here inside you can then set a text, and here I simply paste a smiley inside, and then you see that the smiley will be displayed here after our text. And if you don't like to have here this smiley directly inside, you also can change it here to a Unicode. And now if I hot reload, it has here exactly the same icon, so you also can display it within a Unicode. And this Unicode you get online if you search for your smiley, and then you simply type Unicode and then you find it. Now we want to become more specialized, so we want to add also some icons and other widgets inside of this rich text. And you also can add here within your rich text links, and if you click on them, then you can, for example, go to a website or what you like to add there. Therefore, let's create another method, and here again we create a rich text, and this time we put here again a TextSpan inside with some text and also some style, and this looks then like this. And next to it we want to add an icon and also a text which says email, and therefore I set here the children property inside, and within it you can then set also a WidgetSpan, so we can use here text spans. However, if you want to use any widget within your rich text, then you also can use here this WidgetSpan. And here inside you can, for example, set a widget icon or an image or whatever you like. And I will put here an icon inside, and I also give it a color of blue. And now we have here within our rich text this icon inside. And next to this icon we want to add a text, therefore I add here a text span, and you set here simply a text and also a text style, and then it looks like this. We also want to click here on this email, and then we want to execute some functionality. And therefore you simply go to the text span, and here I add a recognizer, and then you can add here this tap GestureRecognizer, which means if I tap here on this email text, then we want to override here the method on tap. And here inside you can then set a method. So I set here simply this launch email method inside, which we want to create right now. And therefore I create a new method, launch email, and here I make use of a plugin. And this plugin is this URL launcher, which you need to set under your dependencies inside. And then you can set here an email to which you want to send the email, a subject and also a body. And then you simply need to copy here this one. So this is what you get from this plugin. This is like the code to send an email. And then you need to call here this launch method, which is also from this plugin. And then you put here this crypto text inside. And that's all what we need. And now if I click here on email, then it will open up this email window with the email. And we also see that we have here this example subject, which we have supplied here, the email and also the body property. Lastly, we want to add here some links which have here this underline. And if you tap on them, then we also want to add some functionality. Therefore, we start here with this build phone number, and here inside I set again a rich text. And we also set here TextSpan with some text and some style, and this will look like this then. And next to it we want to set here our other text, and therefore I put here this children property inside, and here inside you can set then this phone number, for example, with some text style. So I give it here a color of blue, and I also make it here underlined, which you can do with this decoration here. And now we have here this text which is underlined. And like last time, we can add here again to our text span this recognizer, this tap GestureRecognizer, and here we override simply this onTap property, and then you set here simply your method inside, which you want to create right now. And within this method, we create here our phone number, and then we also call here again the launch method, and here we also have another format which you need to follow, and then it will open up the phone number on your phone. So let's also try this out. So if I click on this link here of our phone number, he will open up the phone number and I can make a call. And at the end, we also want to have here a link. And if we click then on this link, then we want to open up a URL within our browser. And therefore we add here another method, and here we again put a rich text inside. We give it some text. And here I set a text and also a text style, and this will look like this then. And next to it we want to add some other text span, so we also set here again this children property, and here inside I set this text span here, and then we also give it some text style, so I set it again to a color of blue, and I also give it here some underline, and this looks then like this. And like before, we also add to this text span this recognizer. Here we override again our onTap handler, and we also create here a new method, which is this launch website. And then you simply create a new method, launch website. You put here then the URL of this website inside to which you want to go. And lastly, you simply call then this launch and put here your URL inside. Let's also try this one out. So if I click now on this link, you see that it opens up the browser and we go exactly to this link which we have supplied here. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel here to get the latest news about Flutter, and see you soon. Bye!